Hello guys, you're welcome to class again today. This is EDU-SOLUTION. This is what we do. We help you to give answers to every of your questions. Okay. Today we continue from where we stopped in our previous class. So in our previous class, we introduced the concept of bearing and distance. Of course, I have told you in that previous class the need for that topic because it's actually a topic that seems difficult for students. So that's the reason why we have to take this topic as at this point in time. Okay. Now, in that video, I gave you the introduction to bearing. So if you have not watched that video, I will advise that you, if possible, pause this one, go back to that one and watch that video, because it is when you understand that you'll be able to understand this particular one. Okay. So if you have watched that video, let's go straight and solve this question. Okay. But before we go straight, some of you are yet to subscribe. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please, I beg you, go ahead. It won't cost you anything. Just subscribe, and then whenever we post any of our content video, whether on physics, mathematics, or even chemistry, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay. So let's go straight to our question today. In the previous video, I didn't really solve any question as it were. So I have to give you the basis on how we can understand how to solve questions in bearing. So we want to take a practical question now. We are having question number 1. Two cyclists A and B leaves a town C, like two persons leaving a particular place at the same time. Cyclist A speeds at the rate 5 km on a bearing of 0.49 degrees. If you can also remember, in that video I told you that in bearing and distance, it's either you're looking for bearing or you're looking for distance. That is number 1. That number 2, sometimes you can be given questions without any diagram. From the question, you are the one to draw the diagram. Of course, in bearing and distance, the resulting diagram is usually a triangle. So if the triangle, one of the interior angle of the triangle gives you 90 degrees, that makes it a right angle triangle. That means you are going to use SOHCAHTOA. So you will not disturb yourself using any other thing. So you are using SOHCAHTOA. But if it does not give you 90 degrees, that means it's either you are using cosine rule or sine rule. So please, if you do not understand the condition, because some students are still confused, sir, when do we use sine rule? When do we use cosine rule? You don't have to be confused. It's something, the both of them have their condition for application. So if you don't understand when to use sine rule or cosine rule, so please just notify me in the comment section. I will reach out to you. Okay. Now let's go straight to our question. Let me read the question again. Two cyclists A and B, two persons, they left C at the same time. Cyclist A speeds at the rate of 5 km per hour on a bearing 0.49 degrees. Let's just go straight. I want to do a rough sketch here before I give us the correct diagram. So this is, let's assume this is C. Okay, two persons, number 1 person and number 2 person, they left at the same time. This, let me call this place to be A. Let me B. Sorry, let me call this place to be A. I can call here A. I can call any of them. So we are having B and A. Let me put an arrow here to indicate that we are living here. So B and A left and C at the same time. Okay. Now let's check it out. The question says that cyclist A speeds at the rate 5 km per hour on a bearing of 0.49 degrees. So we have 0.49 degrees to A. That's the bearing. And the speed is 5 km per hour. Okay. While cyclist B at the rate of 9 km per hour on a bearing, are you seeing it? On a bearing 275 degrees. So we are having 9 km per hour on a bearing of 275 degrees. Okay. This is a rough sketch. Let's draw the correct diagram now. And also, before we go ahead, this is our cardinal point: north, south, east, and west. I want to take the bearing. If you have any bearing that is between 90 degrees, from 0 to 90 degrees, that means it's going to be in this first quadrant around this place. So you estimate. If it's 10 degrees, I can take it like this. If it's 20 degrees, just estimate. You are not measuring. So as long as it's in between this place. So the first one is 0.49 degrees. That means it's about 50. Let's assume 50. So it's around this place. So it's going upward. So if it's between 90, that's from 91 to 180 degrees, that means the line is going to come down like this. Do you get it? So if you are confused, just watch the video again. You will understand what I'm saying. So if it's between 181 and 270, because this is 270, so that means it's like this. But if it's 271, between 271 and 360, that means the line is going up. So you need to understand where to pick it from. So what we are giving here is speed. So I have to convert this speed, using this speed to get our distance. Don't forget they gave us the time. The time is what? 2 hours. I know we have two time here. We have 4 hours. We have 2 hours here. This is the correct time we are using. This 4 hours is for this question. This is the one we are using. That is for all of the questions. So we need to get our distance. We use the formula. Well, let me just write. Recall that speed is equal to distance over time. Okay. So I will make distance into the formula. I'll have distance is equal to speed times time. Okay, are we following? Now I will now write for cyclist A. So that means I'm applying this formula now for both of them so that we can get our distance. For cyclist A, I have that distance now is equal to no need for us to write the formula again. Speed times time. What is the speed for A? Is 5 kilometers. So I have 5 kilometer times the time. The time is what? 2 hours. Time is equal to 2 hours. So I will put 2 here, which will give us 10 kilometer. We get it? Now for cyclist B, we are having that distance. Coming. We have that distance is equal to, look at the speed. Speed times time. The speed is 9 kilometers. So we have 9 times, the time is still the same, which is 2 hours. So we are having 18 kilometers. So that means this line is actually 18 kilometers. That's the distance, while this is 10 kilometers. So since we have gotten our distance for each of them now, that is after 2 hours, B had covered 18 kilometers and A has covered 10 kilometers. So when you want to construct a diagram, make sure that the length of this line B, since this one is 18, make sure that this one is longer, and then followed by this one. You get it? So let's go ahead and construct now. So we have these are north, these are south, these are east, and then west. So since the first one, like I said, the bearing is 0, we have to take it from our bearing. The bearing is 0.49 degrees, and is in between 90 degrees. That means it's on this first quadrant. So we expect the line to be going up. Okay, I did not measure, I just only estimated. So you can even go this way, you can go this way. So let's assume this is the length to which it gets to. Okay, and we rule. So I also have my north and south whatsoever. So now the next one is for B. This is C, because 2 of them left. You can see our C. Are we following? You can see our C. A, this is our A, traveled on this bearing. So in this place, I'm playing this knot again. In this place, here is the bearing, we have to write it. So from this knot is 3-digit bearing, which must start from the north. So we have 49.049 degrees. Okay. While for B, the bearing is 275 degrees. So from this knot to this place that I wrote east is 90 degrees. If we continue again to give us angle on a straight line, which is 180 degrees. If it gets to this place where we have our west, which is W, that's 270 degrees. So we have 90, 90, 90, that's 270. But since the bearing is 275, so that means it's on this last quadrant. So I will estimate it. I will draw like this. Okay. So that means from the north to this line is 275 275 degrees. So I have to make this line longer. Why? Because here is 10 kilometer. Okay, A is 10 kilometer, while B is 18 kilometer. So I'll write 18 kilometer here. I'll also do my north and south. Okay, all we just need to do is to draw a line. All we just need to do is to draw a line from this point. Draw a line from this point to meet up with that. So with this, we have constructed our triangle. So if you're able to do your triangle like this, you have done. In fact, you have killed the first beast. Okay, so let's go ahead. So having constructed the triangle, the next thing we need to do is to find the one of the angle of the. You see, it's a triangle. We need to find the interior angle, at least one. At least one. So it will be easier for us to get the interior angle of this one, since we already have 49 here and we have this other one here. So what we simply do now is, look at this. From here to here, are we following? From here to here is 49 degrees. So why here to here is 275 degrees. We need to get what is inside of this place, only this place. So let me just write it as A. So for me to get A now, meanwhile this 49 is only for this small place, here to here. So I need to get A so that I can get my complete angle at this side. So for us to get A, let me clean this part. For me to get A now, I will write that A is equal to, are we following? A is equal to, angle at a point is 360. 360 minus, from here to here is 270. 360 minus, 275. 360 minus 275 will get our A. So we are having 360 minus 275. 360 minus 275, we are having, let me write it here, 85 degrees. So that means this place, in place of this A from here to here, is 85. So I'll put 85 degrees here. So if we add both of them together, we are having 85 plus 49 is equal to 134 degrees. So this is it. From here to here is 49, here to here is 85. Two of them add together is going to give us 134 degrees. So let me just call this place, where you can see that we have gotten one of the interior angles. So let me call it alpha. So alpha is equal to 85 plus 49 is 134 degrees. So since we have gotten one of the interior angle now, we just have to go ahead and solve, because the first question says, look at it here. It says how far apart they are. Because this is B, this is B, this is A. Both of them left and C at 2 hours at the same time, and after 2 hours they had attained these respective distances. So we want to look for the distance from where they are now, respectively, the distance between B and A. Do you get it now? So we have gotten B and A is one side of the triangle. Here to here is 10, here to here is 18. The last side is the distance between B and A, which is opposite to the interior angle we got here, which is 134 degrees. So we are using cosine rule. So like I told you, if you have any issue, like when to use sine rule or cosine rule, just drop it at the comment section and we respond to you. Okay, so we are using cosine rule. I will write using cosine rule. Let me drop. Cosine rule says that this unknown side that we're looking for, B and A, the square of it, which is AB, let me put them in bracket, is equal to, this is cosine rule. This is the side we're looking for. This side is the square of this side equal to the square of this side plus the square of this side. Do you get it now? So we're having BA, which is the same thing as AB, the square of it is equal to this side. I can take this side first, I can take this side first, any of them. So we're having AC, so we're having AC, we'll also square it, plus BC, we'll also square it, minus 2AC plus 2AC BC. We don't have to put plus, we don't have to put this. in that place again. So we're having 2AC and BC. So whenever you see bracket, it's talking about multiplication. And then we now have cos the angle, which is alpha. So we have cos alpha. So with this, all we just need to do is to substitute our values and then we solve. So now we'll continue from there. Our AC, this is AC, which is 10. We'll put squared because of this squared, plus our BC, this is our BC, which is 18. We'll also square it. We'll have 18 squared, and then minus 2 times AC is 10 times BC is 18 times cos alpha. Alpha is 134. So just handle your calculator. We'll solve immediately. So we have, you can be confirming it with your calculator. 10 squared is going to give you 100 plus 18 squared is going to give you 324. So that I have minus, we are having now 10 times this is 180 times this is 360 and then cos 134. I'm rewriting again. So that I have now equal to, we are trying to follow Bodmer's principle. So 100 plus this is going to give you 424 and then minus 360 cos 134. A student had told me one time that, sir, 424 minus 360 is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not possible. That's a mathematical crime. So never say 424 minus, because this minus 360 is the coefficient of this. So you don't touch that. So what you do is you rewrite this one again, 424 minus, I want to open a bracket. The reason why I'm opening a bracket, because sometimes if you press a value like this, it can give you minus sign, which will confuse students. They will forget that there's already a different minus here. That's the reason why I'm putting. So whatever we have here, if it's plus, we just go ahead. If it's minus, same thing. So let's press your calculator now. This minus here is what we have here. So I open a bracket. I've already used the minus. I will just press 360 cos 134. What do we have? Minus 250.077. Okay, so I can add 0 here. I always tell students, always take it to 4 decimal place. So we are having now 424. Since there's a minus here, if there was no minus, so that means what we simply do, we just say minus, and if here was plus, minus and plus will give us minus. So since it's a minus and minus, so minus times minus is a plus. So we're having plus this, which is 250.0770. So we now add them together. This plus this is giving us what? 674.0770. So this is not our answer, because AB is what we're looking for. It is squared. So we have to remove this square. We now have AB now is equal to, we have a square root of 674.0770. So it will give us, AB is what? 25.9629. So this is our answer to this question. But we have to follow the instruction. The instruction says that we approximate to the correct to the nearest kilometer. If you leave your answer here, you will be penalized. They will just remove small mark, which is not good. So we have to approximate, which is approximately, we have to the nearest kilometer. This is 25. So, and this is 9. So it's going to give us now 26 kilometer. So nearest kilometer. So that is that. It's as simple as that. So if you have any question regard to this one, just let me know. I will answer it. So without wasting time, let's go straight to question number 2. Okay, now we are going straight to question number 2. Number 2 says, this is number 2, Roman figure 2. It said the bearing of B from A to the nearest degree. The bearing of B, please don't mistake it. B from A. B from A. Whenever you hear from is talking about the source. If I say, for example, I am a Nigerian, even if I am in UK, as soon as you hear from Nigeria, if they want to look for my bearing, even if I am presently at UK, they have to go back to Nigeria to find my bearing. Now, look at it. B from A. It means I want to look for B. From A, I will come back to this A to look for B. So that means what we are looking for is we'll always start from the north. From this line, from this north, we'll keep going until we get to this line that is the B coming from this place. So if we're able to get the value of what is here, that is our answer. Meanwhile, here to here is already 180, which is angle on a straight line. All we just need to get is this place and this place. If you look at this question closely, you see that we can also get this place easily. Let me turn this way. Look at this. From here, this is a straight line. This is another straight line. And then we have another line that is a transverse line touching both of them. So this is parallel line. So that means here to here is alternate to here to here. Look at this. This 49 is alternate to this place. So let me call this place to be B. So I can have that B is equal to 49 degrees. I will state the reason, which is alternate angle. So whatever step you are taking, is very important that you state the reason, so that the examiner will know that you know what you are doing. So now that means here, this place now, I've gotten it as what? 49. Let me write this place. B is 49 degrees. So that means what I need to get is only this place. If I'm able to get here, look at it, from here to here is 180. Here to here is 49. I need to get this place. If I'm able to get here, that's all. So let me call here to be 5 now. If I get them now, if I get this 5, I will say here to here 180 and go on a straight line. 180 plus 49 plus this 5. I will get the bearing that we are looking for. So let us get this 5. We are going to use sine rule this time. Okay, we use sine rule. So like I told you, if you have any issue, you don't know when to use sine rule or cosine rule, just let me know at the comment section. So we are using sine rule. Sine rule says side over the sine of the opposite angle equal to the other side over the sine of the opposite angle. You can see that here is 18 as the side, here is 10. We got the answer here as we will not use 26 because that 26 is an approximated value. We use 25.9629 kilometers. So now we have three sides now, 10, 18, and this. So we will pick two sides depending on what we want to. I want to look for this 5. So that means I must make use of this side. So we am having, using sine rule, I have this side which is 18. I have, okay, let me just write the formula. This side is A, B, and C. I will have BC over sine the opposite angle. The opposite angle here is what? 5. Is equal to, we have two other sides left. I've taken this side. So if I take this 10, the opposite angle is this place. We don't have it. So we'll forget about this. So we'll use this side now. We'll now have this side over the sine of the opposite angle. So we have BA over sine the opposite angle. I called it alpha. So let me also call it alpha. So we put in the value, with that we substitute, and then we just do simple arithmetic. We are done. So we have our BC. This is B. This is C. Is 18 over, and then sine is 5. We are looking for sine 5 is equal to our BA is 25. I have 25.9629 over sine. Our alpha is 134. 134. So I just only substituted. I hope you have gotten that. So then we'll cross multiply. We are having 18 sine this. We have 18 sine 134 is equal to this times this is going to give me 25.9629 sine 5. So from here we make sine 5 circuit of formula. First we have sine 5 is equal to this one. I'm dividing both sides now by this one, which is not the coefficient of sine 5, which is 18 sine 134 over this 25.9629. Okay, now this is what we're having now. Like I always tell students, don't press your calculator saying 18 sine 134 then you press divide at once. You just do everything. You may have issue. So it is advisable, I always recommend, that you do the numerator first and then you do the denominator alongside. So we're having 18 sine 134. Press it in your calculator. It's going to give you 12.9481. Divide by, we'll write this again, which is 25.9629. So if you now press this divide by this, I'm having sine phi now is equal to this divide by this is what? 0.4987. Okay, 87. So that I will make phi solve the formula. Phi now is equal to sine inverse of 0.4. Sorry, is sine inverse of 0.4987. So it's going to give us a phi equal to 29.9150. So this is our answer. So we can approximate to the nearest degree. Phi is approximately 30 degrees. So that is what we are having. So the reason why I have to approximate to this 30 is because I want to follow the instruction of this question, which says the bearing of B from A to the nearest degree. Because even if I don't do it here, I will still eventually do it at the end. So I'm having it here as 30 degrees. So let's go back to the diagram. Look at it here. So from here to here, I told you here to here is this place is 180, and then only this place inside of this place is 49, and then we have gotten our phi. So what we are looking for, the bearing of B from A is from this north down to this line. So therefore, I'm now having, I think let me just write the bearing of B from A is, so we're having from here to here 180 plus here to here is 49 plus our phi. So we have our phi, so that we have 180 plus 49 plus our phi. The phi, what we got here is what? 30. So if we add all of them together, it's going to give us 259 degrees. So that is our answer. So that is it. So without wasting time, let's take the last one, which is the speed at which A will get to B in 4 hours. Okay. Okay, the last one says the speed at which A will get to B in 4 hours. That will not take us time at all. So we are having number 3. So we are looking for speed. Remember the formula from here, from the beginning. We have that speed is equal to distance over time. So that's what we're having, distance over time. The question says the speed, we are looking for speed at which A will get to B in 4 hours. So that means the distance we are considering is between A and B. So that means we are using this distance of this 25.d. So we'll just put in the value. The distance is 25.9629 over the time at which it will happen. The time is 4 hours. Don't use 2 hours. We'll use these 4 hours given to us in the question. So we are having 4. So that's all. Just press the calculator. 25. All of this divided by this is what? 6.4907. 6.4907 kilometers. So you can leave it, since there is no instruction. They didn't give us any particular instruction that we should approximate to any nearest kilometer or whatsoever. So we have to now, by yourself, you can leave it like this. You can still say 6.49 kilometers. So that is that. So it's as simple as that. So if you have any questions, so go to the comment section and then you notify me in that place. I will put an answer to it. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to our channel, do that, and then you will be the first to be receiving videos. And when we have live session, which will be coming soon, you will also be notified to participate in that session. Have a nice day.